1989 Ford Bronco. I've been missing my old 90 model I sold back in 2018. My brother sold it a year later, but I was buying a house, so I couldn't justify buying it back. And considering what I paid for that thing, which was like $2,200 back in 2016, and what it needed at the time, and considering I paid $2,500 for this, and it came with a parts vehicle, which is definitely going to need. That other Bronco was a cream puff. It's got the 302 AOD transmission, which I'll get into in a minute. It does have the H9 axle code in the rear, so it's got 355 limited slip. Body's in pretty decent shape. It's been repainted because the top should be black. But other than a spot on the tailgate here, and then a little bit on the floor, of course some smoke tail lights got to go too. And the front did come with like these, I don't know if they're Mickey Thompson knockoffs or actually Mickey Thompson's 31s. The front tire does have a little bit of a leak. Only bad spot of rust, the floors are right here. Probably from, I don't know, from the top leaking down or something. But rest of the floors, real nice. Manual transfer case. The transmission slips in first and second. Try to give it any kind of gas. If you're just real easy with it, it'll shift. But it made it 30 miles home, but most of it was just highway driving. I had to go through one little town. There was 3 stoplights, and I kept the RPMs under about 1500 RPMs, and it would shift. Of course, it's going into third real quick, and then so it's kind of a little boggy to roll around town and stuff like that. The parts Bronco is the same year, 89, but it's Eddie Bauer, so it's got chestnut interior, tan. The top was originally tan, and the top on that one's actually busted. I forgot to show that. So it's kind of a hard repair. So may try to use that top. It's in good shape, but the inside of it's tan. But this thing's been rode hard and put away wet. It's a 302 as well, has the AOD, but considering the rear end, the C-clip came out of the passenger side, and it rolled that quarter panel, I think is what happened. And so I'm not so sure I trust the transmission on this. It will crank up and run, but I hadn't got a chance to really check the transmission out because I got the cover off the rear end, so I ain't got no differential or anything like that. I wanted to get the C-clip back in place and then maybe test the transmission. But even then, well, this thing's been dogged out. I'm not sure if it bought the transmission and then end up having to get it rebuilt or change it out again. So, but it will give up good parts like the hood compared to mine, and the top, and then the steering column's kind of janky on mine as well. I think the hood flew up at one time. But this would be kind of a, sounds great. But I'm gonna get the pressure washer out. It's got at least 180,000. It might be 280. But it's kind of a quick pour. It did come with original wagon wheels as well, which I might swap out. I'm not really a fan of these wheels. But and also it leaks a lot of transmission fluid as well. I don't know if you can see anything underneath there. Probably not. But pretty solid underneath. It does have the quad shock front end, sway bars, what have you. But we'll see where this thing goes. See y'all later.